What does it mean to be a sewer cat?
Oh, good question.
How did you come up with the name?
So whenever Josh and me go on holiday, we always seek out the stray cat population wherever we are. Best one we found, if you want to go on a stray cat tour, is where was it, Josh? Cadiz. Yeah, they've got really good stray cats that like live on the beach there that you can hang out with. So whenever we were feeding these cats, we used to call them the sewer cats. And we were like, oh, that would be a really good band name. And so we had the name like for years really before we even thought to do the band. And I guess what it means to be a sewer cat is just to have a go. Like, don't be afraid of getting a bit dirty and sweaty and smelly.
Be a bit scrappy and fight for what you want and what you need.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you definitely are reflecting that with your lyrics, especially on your brand new album. There is a meaning behind everything. It's not just there. You really put a lot of thought into it. Can you tell me a bit about the process of writing?
Yeah, well, first, thanks. Because it's kind of not been easy to get to that stage. I suppose being a sewer cat is kind of like learning on the job. And I'd never written a song before we did Sewer Cats, which is sort of coming up to 4 years ago, I guess we first started. And particularly with this album, I've kind of had to push myself and be a bit vulnerable and talk about things that are sometimes difficult to talk about. And I guess to try and be honest and reflective in the lyrics, I guess.
Yeah, I found, and reading the story behind, I can't remember, it's Delilah or Delia. Yeah, just all of a sudden it went crazy in my head. And the story behind that, where you've reversed the Johnny Cash song. And how did you come up with that? I absolutely love the concept of what you did with it.
Thank you. So one day I was listening to the Johnny Cash track, and I guess I've heard it many, many times before, but that one time I just thought this is really this is really dark, you know, this is really not on the way that this man is talking about this horrific violence against this woman, and kind of feeling really sorry for himself. And I thought, yeah, that would be an interesting idea for a song to write a reply. And it came quite easily once I had that idea. I guess because I borrowed some of the lyrics from the original and kind of reworked them. I wanted it as well to be... So the original Delia, Johnny Cash made the song famous, but it is a traditional folk song that's been sung by many men. And the original Delia was a 14-year-old who was shot by her boyfriend. And so I wanted to kind of get an element of almost like girlish fun into the song as well.
Yeah, reflecting her age.
Yeah, and for it to not be downbeat, for it to be like a real fuck you to her killer.
Yeah, like, all right, you did that, but fuck you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
And how have things been going since you the album came out yesterday?
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. So things have been really busy with MPF. So we've been out enjoying ourselves, and everyone else has too. So I guess like it's gonna be like a bit of a build afterwards when people are going to start listening to it more and stuff. But we've had some really good reviews so far. Seems like people are really getting it, you know, and really enjoying like the lyrical aspects that you mentioned, and kind of enjoying, I suppose, seeing us kind of experiment more with our music as well and take things in a new direction.
Yeah, because it really felt like you've matured as a band. When I listened to them, wow, you guys have really just progressed. Very good.
I think so, yeah, and that's really satisfying as a band to be able to do that, and to feel like you are progressing. And as I mentioned, you know, it's been like very much like a kind of learning as we've been doing this band sort of job, you know, and kind of getting more confident with writing lyrics and getting more confident with trying new things. So yeah, to kind of feel like, yeah, we've made a solid record as a whole that's kind of pushed ourselves in new directions feels so satisfying.
Yeah, and it really is a definite new direction. Because I remember seeing you pre-pandemic, and thinking, well, they're not bad, but haven't. And then every time I've seen you, it's like, oh, they've progressed, they've changed and now it's absolutely love you guys. So
no, thanks. And like I hope like some people that maybe saw us in the early days when, you know, I was just literally shouting out types of meat over a drum beat, will give us another chance now, because I think we have progressed and we have moved on, and you know, I definitely don't regret any of that stuff, because that's what you learn from. And like, actually, I have a real soft spot in my heart for like all those songs actually that are a bit more silly, but like, you know, I think it just shows that you can develop as a band, and you should actually.
Yes, definitely. And you're a two-piece and you're a couple. Does that cause any problems?
We do have like a bit of like difference in opinion sometimes. Josh is a real practicer. I'm more of a wing it sort of person. And so we actually have a joke. We called, like, my nickname for Josh is Greg, from like after Greg Ginn from Black Flag, because I think if he could, he would have me practicing like 8 hours a day, if he had his way. So yeah, like, we do have difference in opinion, but ultimately, it is really rewarding making stuff together. It's like the best thing we've done together, and yeah, it's just brilliant, like doing this with your best friend, really.
And you sing and play drums. That's not easy. How did you decide to do that and not just get someone else to drum?
I guess like, because when we started doing this, it was just for enjoyment. Like, we didn't think it would leave the house, actually. It was just like, we just started jamming together. We actually thought we might do like a kind of post-rock type thing, and just put some tracks on SoundCloud and not have vocals.
Yeah.
But one day I just started shouting the meat, actually.
The meat song.
The types of meat. And we were just like, oh, this kind of works. Like, I think we should try like this and see how it goes. So we never even thought about getting anyone else in because we just didn't think it was going to go anywhere further than that.
I think that's really cool. And you have a really full sound for being just a two-piece.
Yeah, thanks. Like a lot of people say, you know, like if maybe they don't know us and they're kind of listening from the back or whatever and can't see us, and then they come to the front and they're like, oh, there's only two of them. And actually, even some of the reviews we've had for the album have like mentioned the bassist, and there isn't one.
There's no bassist.
I think one review said, "Oh, it would have been nice to hear more from the bassist."
The ghost bassist over there in the corner.
It's something that we really pride ourselves on, actually, having a really loud sound for just two.
Yeah, you definitely achieved that very well. Bobby Funk, I'm a Cat.
Yes.
Is that your theme song as well?
Oh, what a tune.
Yes.
What an absolute tune.
Yes.
Love that song. I was right at the front yesterday for that.
Yes, you were. We've got that on film.
Yeah, such a good tune. And I love Bobby Funk because I just love how weird they are. And I think that's like something really to be admired. Like, you know, difference and diversity in punk. Just absolutely love. And like, honestly, we all the time in our house like play the you know, like the kind of, is it called Gammon Club, the song?
Yes.
Yeah, the ender. Just,
oh yes,
it's just perfection. Brilliant.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And the only other thing I'm thinking about with you is over lockdown, you guys did just right in your front room some live streams. How did those go over? I enjoyed them, but how did they go over? Or do you know?
I mean, we did our best, you know. I don't think they're any substitute for like a proper live show, but I like to think, you know, it was kind of just something entertaining to watch now and then, and like we really enjoyed like preparing for them as well. Like it kind of kept us sharp like during lockdown, so when we kind of came back live, it didn't feel like such a big adjustment to like go back to playing live again. So yeah, I think it was helpful from that point of view.
Yeah, it kept things going and fresh and moving with the band.
Yeah.
And it kept the rest of us entertained because we were all jonesing for the music, and being able to see a band like you guys, because it is just the two of you, it was very easy. You didn't have to worry about bubbles and all of that. So
yeah, definitely. And I think as well, because a lot of our songs, when we're writing them, we like to kind of try them out live before they make it to a record. So it was kind of a way to test out like some of the ones for the album and sort of see how they were working. Others though, we did write like kind of independently from playing live, and now is the challenge to like kind of play them live like they are on the record.
It's like, oh gosh, now I have to do that for people.
Yeah.
And people want to buy your merch. Where can they get it?
Okay, so we've got a vinyl of the album. Unfortunately, it didn't come in time for MPF, which is very annoying, but that's available from TNS website, and you can also get a t-shirt there, and then also at our Bandcamp we've got a few other bits of merch like tote bags and stuff.
We'll put links here. You can go and buy all of their happy sewer cat things with lovely cat drawings.
Yeah, all our merch has got our cat's face on. She's really miserable at the moment. This weekend she's really not enjoyed, like she's in a real mood with us, and her face is like the face on the album at the moment.
That's a very angry looking cat on that album, so
yeah, she's like permanently fuming.
And mine just permanently pout. I know mine are pouting right now. What do you mean you're not home, human?
I know, like she's just in a foul mood this weekend because we've been out. Yeah,
exactly. So, on that note, I want to say thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on stage shortly upstairs.
Thanks so much for having us.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
The vinyl didn't come in time for MPF Starface.
But we got CDs and we got new merch. So go and check it out. Go and buy it from TNS on the vinyl. Vinyl sounds the best. Yeah, this is one from that. It's called My Dark One.